What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy Carcino here. Let's get it in. Let's do it. Yeah. Let's do it. Now, I'm quite sure you all are all aware of what happened, but salute to you. Don't forget to hit the like button coming through the door. Gotta hit that like button coming through the door. You already know how they finna do. So you gotta hit that like button coming through the door. So you know how they do, your boy. Yeah, I know. Resident Evil finna kick off, so I gotta go check that out too. But a lot of things going on that didn't make any sense to me. Didn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people out here. Mainly, one of the main problems that we saw that probably other people ignored, some type of trying to, is he the villain now? Like what's going on here? I'm watching and it's just not making sense to me. When I see things that just don't make sense, it's weird. So it's like everybody got on some real weirdo type of things right now for media. I mean, everybody's turned into bloggers. And I mean people on ESPN who are paid six-figure salaries or higher. High seven figures are on here acting like bloggers. So if they're acting like bloggers, then there's a very serious problem here. There's a very serious problem. I mean, today, it was like yesterday, nobody really villainized him. Today, he's villainized. They went through his whole history of playing. And anytime, he got into Giannis' face. Because he tackled, Giannis told him about himself. And look how he challenged Giannis. He's a young player who don't back down from nobody. He stands his ground. They showed him in Blake Griffin. Thanks, Go Getter. I appreciate it. They showed him stand up to Blake Griffin. What was he supposed to do? Cower to Blake Griffin? I mean, really? Is that what we're doing now? I'm confused on what people want. He hurt people's feelings. Exactly. They said LeBron reached out to try to basically mend the wounds of what was going on out there. Like, LeBron went out to, talk to him and say he's sorry and apologize for everything. He reached out. That's the PR work. I mean, of course the Knicks is going to beat the Lakers. We knew that going in. They can't have the Lakers be successful without LeBron. Because then that defeats the argument and the purpose of his worth to the team. The Knicks are terrible, but so are the Lakers. So it's two terrible teams playing against each other. The Knicks got off to a big lead, and then they were blowing it. blowing the game down the stretch, because that's what they do. Everybody's going to say that, but how wrong they are and all these things. But what are you going to do in those type of situations? Your back is against the wall. It's their show. They control it all. They control the media, the narrative, everything. So all the LeBron James apologists, they came out the woodwork crying to the people. Man, I dare Stewart, man. I'm going to give you some advice. No, he giving you some advice. Sit down and shut up. He's a 20-year-old kid who's out there playing ball and playing hard every night. Giving it his all. But don't instigate and say, oh, he should have did something as soon as he walked up to him. If you felt like that, as soon as you walked up, you should have just cracked him. Now you basically okaying the situation to go someplace else when you say that. Because he was trying to get himself together. Then when people start grabbing him and then other people start coming over, that escalated it. And he went there. But it was obvious LeBron didn't want any of that energy. That's a big, strong 20-year-old bull. AD didn't want it. Russ didn't want it. LeBron didn't want it. He would have grabbed Russ, stuck him up AD's ass, and knocked LeBron upside the head with him. Russ is a talker. He's not an action guy. He talks the part, but Frogface didn't want none of that action. We had LeBron's back. Yeah, you got his back. Way back. We got his back. I mean, way back. That's the back he had. But what are they going to do? Uh-oh, cops got somebody. As long as he... Yeah, that Thanksgiving holiday traffic, boy. Woo-wee. I gotta be careful, boy. They are hungry and thirsty. Absolutely. Yeah, now today they gonna villainize him and make it. He went from being the victim to the person that took things too far to now he's the antagonizer. You would have thought he started everything. Go getter, you 100% right. Brother LeBron is trash. Like the other day, I said I hate LeBron. And I shouldn't have said it. Hate is such a bad word to use to describe a brother. You know, because I shouldn't hate him. I despise him. So, despise fits better. Well, to me, it's disappointing. He's a disappointment. I've seen him come up different ways. I've seen him, basically put himself aside from everyone else as he's on the upper echelon of the game. Play too many politics behind the scenes, ruined a bunch of people's careers just to try to make himself look good. From actual basketball play, from actual sabotage, something Michael Jordan really didn't do. He didn't say, well, let me play this politics. Let me play this politics game and see what I can get out of it. Let me try to milk this for my benefit. That's something he never did. And I have to give MJ credit for that. The Bulls wouldn't let him have his way. Well, the Knicks was gonna win. Without a doubt, the Knicks was gonna win the game. That wasn't the problem. I think that if people start to realize what they're actually putting into play, then they'll start to probably appreciate and understand the things a lot better than the way it is now and the way it's presented. Woo! It's like having a bad day at the office. Oh, LeBron James is the biggest crybaby there is. What are you talking about? He just didn't intentionally do that. If I'd have lied and told people, yeah, LeBron intentionally did it, I can't do that because I'll be lying to myself. I don't do that. I don't lie to myself. I'm going to tell it the way it is. And that's just it. LeBron did not deliberately try to hit that man in the face. I know it. The people who saying he did it, they know it. But they just don't like LeBron, so, that's the narrative. I get it. If you don't like somebody, that becomes your narrative. It's like we gotta sabotage the person. Yeah, Cade's great. He's a live wire. You know, the other kid, I don't think he's really ready yet. The other first round draft pick we had, he's not ready yet. Cade is the future. The thing about him is he just got to learn how to get adjusted to the pace of the game. He didn't start the season. He came in off an injury. So he's got to catch up. Yeah, Killian Hayes. Killian Hayes is all right, but I just don't think he's going to be like a starter. Like he's starter material. He'll be a good, like, 6-man or backup point guard, but Killian Hayes, I wasn't too big on. But you never know. You can give him time. He might be something like, look at Wiggins. You see how Poole is right now at Wiggins? Everybody in Golden State was like, trade Wiggins. Now, they like, man, Wiggins is great. You know what happened? He's a system player. And they were paying him as if he was a franchise player, like he was the main guy. He was never the main guy. So when Cat got hurt and it was all on Wiggins, they were like, well, we paid him the big money. Let's see what he do. And he didn't do anything. He's not that guy. He's not the guy you say, all right, there's the ball. It's all on you. He ain't that guy. He plays his part and plays a role. So when you got to worry about everybody else and then Wiggins there, Wiggins can get off. Oh my God, AD stayed down on the floor, didn't he? That's Mr. Bubble Guts. That's Mr. Glass for real. He got a right leg injury. He got a big toe injury. His butt hurt. All kind of craziness. I was a little surprised they didn't get Obi Toppin myself. I must admit. I know, it's crazy, man. I'm really baffled with a lot of the decisions that was transpiring during that time. I mean, really, it's crazy. It's really crazy. Oh, well, I knew they were gonna defend LeBron. They got to keep his face looking good. I don't know what Gil was talking about. Gil was just trying to be funny and talking about they finna send him out the league. They ain't finna. Until he shows, Isaiah Stewart shows he can't play in the league, he ain't going nowhere, bro. He never touched LeBron. Nothing happened to LeBron. So, like, if they play Sunday and he hurt LeBron, then he might be playing in somewhere else. He never got a hand on LeBron. But I guarantee you this, everybody gonna be watching that game. Everyone will be watching that game. You gonna probably watch that game. Everybody watching that game. Why would you miss it? I mean, I might be missing the NFL for these. Watching a Piston Laker game in LA. Are you kidding me? That game would be the most watched game on the planet. Trust me. Just wait and see. Ooh, Phil. I know how you feel. I played basketball today and tore up my doggone ankle again. My heel, actually. So I'm hoping it's just a sprain. Yeah, well, I just don't like that narrative. You know, they make him like he the wild beast. The way they made Isaiah Stewart look today on First Take and all those morning shows, they made him out to be a barbarian. Every clip they ever showed of him from other games is him arguing with people. They showed him playing D on Blake Griffin. And him and Blake Griffin getting face to face. He's standing over Blake Griffin. They went all through history of his 2-year playing career to go find highlights of him playing tough on people and then yelling to try to make him look anything to make it look more savagery. You know, that's what they wanted to show. He just plays hard. You know, and that's why I was like, man, I didn't want to lose dude because he was so good, but we ended up having to let him go because we saw the promise in Isaiah Stewart. Isaiah Stewart is the whole package. So the Lakers went and grabbed him. So Isaiah Stewart in 1 year took his job. I was shocked he was gone. That's how much the Pistons believed in Isaiah Stewart. They said, "Oh, we got to keep this guy. He's special." I never see him get any tick with the Lakers. I don't know what they did with him. He did good for the Lakers, though. I mean, he did for the Pistons. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, LeBron was getting boxed out every play. Like he was guarding LeBron. If you go back and watch the game, he's guarding LeBron like 94 feet. Like LeBron can breathe. Isaiah Stewart is a defensive lockdown guy, and he is like physical. When they mean don't let nobody get the rebound, he mean that. You ain't getting that rebound over him. You can forget that. Imagine not being able to get off and do your thing because someone else is holding you back. That's what was going on here. He'll be out of the league next season. No, he will not. He will be a Detroit Piston. Still doing his job. Punking anybody that's trying to knock him out the spot. Now, I have to go and eat and take me a nap. I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.